Fireworks aplenty at Wembley. Not the biggest of finals for Italy. For England, something really, really has to give. And for Gareth Southgate, you really have to admire the way he's selected this guy. He's very hungry, lads, very determined. Even when they were in the lead, still managed to keep possession of the ball quite nicely, Azu. And that is one of the hallmarks of a good side, you say.
Just the major hallmark he's shown already. He didn't attach emotions to his selections, and that's what has brought England this far. You look at the bench and you're like, what's this man doing here? But Gareth Southgate understands what he wants. Raheem Sterling shouldn't be starting with the kind of season he had, but he went all the way and became like one of the key players. If they end up, they're already in the final. You expect like 2, 3, 4, 5 England players to be in the UEFA 11 for this particular tournament because of what Gareth Southgate has been able to do. How he has managed to make sure Mount is starting ahead of Grealish and they're getting results is something to behold. And I liked the way he made Harry Kane play football. He wasn't. You watch a Chure Immobile, if the ball is not coming into the box, he's not doing much. Harry Kane was just so difficult to mark. He was playing like a false nine at some point in time and brought beauty to that attack. He was the one even linking those passes. He did so for Saka that led to the first goal. Also connected, I think, with the penalty at some point in time.
Almost connected to Raheem Sterling as well.
Exactly,
end of the game.
Exactly. So that's some brilliance you expect from a striker, and that's why that man will keep getting more expensive by the day. Brilliance we saw from the English side. You must give it to Gareth Southgate. He showed clearly what a defender should do while playing football. He showed that he had watched a lot of games from the 1995 time he played for England down to 2004, how he would sit behind and see what is happening in the front. And the defenders always read the games better, knows where to. And it just worked perfectly for the English side. How Stones and Maguire became formed some great partnership, and also Walker playing on the right back position, knowing when to play a player. Yes, they needed a bit of luck, but you saw that doggedness all through. They considered just one goal, and it wasn't just from direct play; it had to be from a free kick. A brilliant play directly from that man, Gareth Southgate. Shows that he understands the game so well. I've always liked him from the days of Middlesbrough with Yakubu Ayegbeni. Immediately after retiring at 35, went straight into coaching. Had some 3 fantastic seasons with Middlesbrough. Yeah, they didn't win real trophies, but there was something that he had going for him, and that's 15 years already in the coaching department. You expect him not to be shy of any or scared of any opponent, and he showed some class. When you're playing as a home team, you have every reason to win, but when you concede first, it could be a huge disaster. But they handled this one very well. And I like what Harry Kane did after that mistake from Pickford for that free kick. Yeah. Told him, let's get into the game, and they went on. Reminds me of what Van Dijk did when Barcelona were trashing them by 3-0 in that semi-final, quarter-final game, and they came back to win. That's the hallmark of a captain. You must give it to Harry Kane already, the captain of the tournament for me already. Whether they go on to win or not, they should leave with their heads up high. They've just done what nobody expected. They had a very poor group stage encounter, had a draw against Scotland, and moved on to the quarter-finals. Knocked out Germany, knocked out Ukraine, and now they've beaten the dogged Denmark, who have exhausted the subscription from Christian Eriksen. But it's a beautiful tournament altogether.
Very, very beautiful tournament. For the first time since the Queen actually shook hands with Bobby Moore in 1966, Wembley will be hosting its own nation in a top European final, and you surely want to say that is something. But looking at the Danes, they exit the tournament with their heads held high. I mean, after that incident, not many people actually gave them a chance, but they've gone all the way to the semi-final, Brownish, and no shame in their exit.
Yeah, most definitely no shame in their exit. Let's not forget that this Danish side has done what teams like Portugal, Belgium, Germany, France, they all these big
I like
teams.
when you say France.
It's France, you have to.
Never chop okra.
I mean, these are teams that traditionally you should expect to see them in a semi-final fixture. I mean, look at the semi-final between the Azzurri and, of course, the Spanish side. It was phenomenal, and that's what you expect to see in a Euros final. But in Euro 2020, we saw a semi-final fixture between the Three Lions and this Danish side. side, and it was not disappointing at all. You would have expected to see England absolutely dominating and just taking the game to the Danish side, but Denmark were not having it. They never sat back except for the last 15 minutes of extra time, which you can understand because they'd been running almost 90 minutes, more than 120 in the end. But all in all, I think it was a fantastic tournament for the Danish side, and they've given not just a good account of themselves, an excellent account of themselves and of Danish football in general. It was very romantic thinking that, hey, possibly Denmark could make it into the final, you know, because of the Christian Eriksen incident. But all in all, they weren't able to make it into the final. But they weren't able to make it into the final not because they weren't good enough, but because they faced opponents that were considerably better, who had everything going for them, from the managerial position to virtually every single spot, every position on the pitch. It was as a result of a golfing quality, and even then Denmark did not lay down. They didn't get their heads down, and it was an absolutely fantastic tournament, and we're just glad that we were able to see Denmark in the semi-finals.
Hello, good evening to you. Welcome.
My name is Taiwo.
Taiwo, welcome. Taiwo, talk to us.
Yeah, I'm so happy for England for winning today.
You're happy for England?
Oh no, I'm happy for England.
Say,
Oh no, Maru, eat me.
I like that hit me.
Hello, good evening. This is Chiamaka calling from Ebute Meta.
Chiamaka, how are you this evening?
I'm fine.
I hope you're happy that England has made it to the final.
Yes, I'm so happy for Luke Shaw Maguire because I'm a Man U fan.
Yeah, that's quite obvious.
Who are you tipping to win?
The Italians, and it's hard to predict at this point, but I've seen something with the Italians.
Okay.
They had the skew finals.
I think the main problem the English are going to be facing is the fact that they don't often convert as many chances as they create. Because if you're playing against the Azzurri, then certainly, for me, I'm tipping England all the way to win that. You know why? Because they have shown resilience in this particular tournament. They've shown grit, they've shown determination, and I think these are all things that you need, especially if you're going to face off against Italy, with how well Italy are always marshaled out.